Are we going to do this episode the same way as Philip, as we are playing top 8? If so, let's go Echo. Philip is going to do it.
So you're going to come back after like 5 minutes?
Brom playing. I was playing V. I was always here on my own.
Welcome back to V-Time, episode 169. Yes, there are 2 episodes you missed, but that's what happens when you enter with Mr. Time League. So what are we going to do for 169?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, so anyway,
nice.
True. Segue. We're at Springfest, Germany. I hear there was a Springfest for Standard. Good for them, I guess. Must be cool to have Team League in Team League. I love traveling for my singles team league. I love team killing my own teammate in round 3. It's so much fun. I love it.
What did I expect bringing you two back on?
That is so fucking true. What do you expect?
I don't know.
I think he was a bit spoiled by the fact that he was only with me last time, and it went kind of smoothish without.
I could understand him wanting more. I get it.
I did not miss this.
I mean,
you're not wrong. Anyway, welcome back to episode 167 of E-Time.
Oh, cringe. Is it 167?
It is 167.
Oh, shit.
Look, man, we missed 2 of them somewhere during the last 160, which it should have been 69 technically if we did it.
Get better.
How did you lose 2 of them?
Because we took a 2-week fucking break when he went to fucking set Adelaide on fire. Yeah, you remember when you burned cards?
No, actually, when we burned Adelaide, we still did V-Time. Look, all right, I don't know. Anyway, we got a jam-packed...
Like, I make proxies and I burn cards. Busher would support me.
We got a jam-packed episode for you today. Oh, we got some cool leaks finishing up set 10, as well as some interesting news for set 11, as well as the prediction for the English ban list.
Ooh.
And, BSF Germany, small recap.
I hear it's a team league, apparently. That must be nice.
Anyway, before...
As if I were to text this, I would say it is V-nice. It's a very...
Anyway, before we go into it, if you're interested in buying any cards from TCG Player, please use our affiliate link down below. You purchase us through this link, support the channel so we can bring more great shit like this to you guys. Anyway, that's scripted part already. Let's go straight into it. Who wants to take first?
Yeah,
all right, here we go.
All right, so...
I'm keeping the phone.
Oh, well, fine. This is why I have trust issues. We have a rare for, I want to say Keta Sanctuary. Yes, it is Truncate Breath Dragon. Grade 2 with 10k power. Dude, they're getting really creative with this. And it's auto. When it's placed on rearguard, look at the top card of your deck. Put it at the top or bottom of your deck. And if you put a card to bottom, look at the top card of your deck. Isn't this just like the budget version of like the new... the new double tripper, right? The youth bug support.
Yes.
But it's free.
Yeah, but it's also a grade 2 and shit in youth bug. So,
dude, Hexorb.
Yeah, or Mr. Sage.
Oh,
yeah, Sage.
Dude, I love the Pope. Yeah. Dude, yo, he's got. Have you heard of the Pope? He's got drip. Man's dripped out. But I don't know, like, is there any deck you'd want to? Because like, even if you're running Hexorb, right? Like, you can put it to bottom, check top, but like. Do you want to like?
I think this is mainly for the sorcerer because it's mid-battle potentially. You call this and you go dig free
what he does.
During the battle phase. You reveal a normal unit, you can call it.
Sure.
So then it activates during the battle phase, so you can stack for more triggers because you still need a drive check.
Yeah,
so this is a way to fix that because the deck is all around stacking your deck with normal units. So this is a way to go deeper for your deck.
Does the Pope guy call to open circles or just circles?
Circles.
Honestly, so that's insane, though.
So that's why I think it's useful for that deck.
That could be pretty good because you can just like. How about that? Even if you had stacking, you'd put this on top to just like attack extend one.
And the Pope works the way that you can stack cards from your hand. So you can play like a 2-off, you draw into it and put it back on top of your deck.
I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of thing like you wouldn't want to stack from hand too much because like at that point you're not like plussing, are you?
No, you're doing it. The whole engine is that you stack a normal unit on top of your deck from your hand. That's the whole idea.
I like how I'm speaking. I'm just like but this wouldn't be good if, and I don't know what the Pope does. I dodged the entire saddle. I don't care. I'm like, wow, this sure looks like a whole lot of not youth work. Like, I don't care.
All right, moving on. However, we do have a grade 1 common 8K Academic of Order Alderio. Auto rearguard. When your other grade 1 or less unit is placed on rearguard from deck, you may put that unit into your soul. If you put a card, this unit gets 5k until the end of turn.
It sucks your deck dry.
Jesus, man. I mean, it's a 13k attacker or booster that basically gives you a soul charge if you don't want to call something off the top of the deck that's good.
I guess the issue with it is like it's a soul charge, but like only soul because it's like it gets called from Rearguard, right? You put that card in. Oh, sorry.
When your other grade 1 or less unit is placed on Rearguard.
So basically, the Youthberg ride line, the Bastion ride line, when you're forced to call triggers.
Sure, but neither of those decks would ever run this. Ever.
Grade 1 or less.
Yeah.
Because Youthberg, even if Youthberg were to call, you're not running this in Youthberg, and you're not running in Bastion because it has a little big problem. It doesn't say 3, so like it's just not seeing Bastion play. Like, that's the weird part. Like I always find it strange because like recently there seems to be a wave of like commons coming out, and they're kind of like. They're made for decks that never like want to be running them, which kind of confuses me a bit.
I mean, to be fair, we're also getting commons that are like grade 1s that are 15k bases.
But keep in mind, if you look at it from a premium perspective, it's not a once per turn. So if you play something like golds or whatnot, you can just turbo have a massive number create out of nowhere.
Yeah, not to mention also gain a lot of power.
If we get a chain call
but
thingy
things like
in standard.
golds already. If you're talking premium, there's things like golds already have cards like I think it's like Bethnog, but it might not be. It's
what about Aggravate?
No, it's a grade 1.
No,
don't do that.
Why not?
Why not?
Look at top 7. Call 4. Put them all to so make one big beater so the next turn can just go 12.
Okay, no god.
And then you use the skill Soul Best 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the funny thing. You know, it's the same way as like people going, oh my god, I'm gonna play the Dragon Tree in like Premium Master Reports. I can Soul Charge 15. I can Amaruda. Oh, fucking crazy. I love it. Like that's the weird part because like you'd want to pump it big, right? But things like
I think the aspect of being able to turbo soldiers that might have some beneficial effect.
Doesn't it put itself to soul?
No, the other unit called.
In the soul.
Put that unit. Oh, sure.
So it stays on the board, it gets bigger, and you start going add extra cards to your soul.
Dude, use Thagria, call 2 cards, put both of them in the soul, and give this thing 10k.
I don't think the card is good now.
Something's gonna make it.
Like I'd say get a playset, but like
useful.
I just can't see I can't see any like non-degenerate strategy that would want to use this.
You don't have to be done here. You're just gonna be consistent.
No, but the thing is, for a card like this to be like good enough to see play, it feels like the deck has to have like an insane payoff, and like a payoff that goes off of like blindly grab top 10 cards, stick them into soul, like doesn't.
Fair.
It sounds like kind of degenerate.
Well, it's a common for a reason. It might see interesting to play later.
Oh my god!
But talking about, like I told you a little while ago, we got 15k grade 1s.
What is that design?
Yeah, I know. This artwork is wacky.
Awesome.
It's kind of awkward, as it's awkward Revenger or Revenger. It cannot be ridden. Makes sense because it's a 15k grade 1. Otherwise, everybody was running in their right deck.
Fuck yeah.
And
Remember when Maxime was like, "I play control decks, I ride 10ks."
yeah.
Like,
And then it also skill on a regular circuit. If it did not soul as 3 or more cards at the same time for the cost of your card's ability, specifically not stating Vanguard's ability here, this unit cannot attack nor boost. So it's a shallow army token with restrictions.
Yes.
It's fine.
Which in most Dark States deck, you're gonna be able to pop it
But
off.
why would you play this over anything else?
It's on constant 15k instead of meet condition to become a 13k booster.
counter argument. It's also shit.
Look, man, they're introducing 15k grade 1s. There might be potential later down the road. You can just use Gungram to grab one and this is active. You don't have to use any Vanguard ability.
Oh, it's 3 or more. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was 4. I thought it was
No,
about
3 or more.
Yeah.
Like, so multiple cards can activate this effect, but it's still.
Wait, is unit the Soul Blast 2 or 3?
3.
3.
Oh,
So,
okay,
like,
that's
it interacts with a lot of cards, but the thing is, I think this card would still be like meh if it didn't even have the restriction on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a 15k vanilla. It's now worse than the 15k vanilla.
Yeah.
Again, it's a rare for a reason. Speaking of which, we got some.
From your rares, Phil.
We got some interesting stuff for Jajul Mask, because we did talk about him last week, and he's got actual support now.
Yo, it's a Gear Chronicle class. Cool.
Oh shit!
So this is Steam Launcher Yasma. Yeah, okay, well, I'm not gonna give a little smooch. Auto on Rearguard, it's a grade 1. When your Karmic Demonic Jewel Dragon Jajul Masks is placed on Vanguard Circle, put this to Soul Draw card. Like
It's a grade 1 in Soul. For your ability.
Sure, I see that. I don't know. It's just like it feels like it cycles, and like that's cool. I'll take it, right? But at the same time, I could see a situation where, like if you ever had like a restander, for example, but then because it happens at like the start of the turn, like I don't know how much that like comes up because like ideally you want a deck then, right?
Yeah.
Because the thing I found with decks that like want to compress is the issue is every draw you're like risking taking a trigger out of your deck, and if you're taking triggers out, then like you're kind of like, what's the point of compressing at that point?
Exactly.
So it's a bit like. Well, I could see it being run, but the factor was like, what would be kind of cracked, and I would really like it, is if you could just like, if you could like imagine if you could like decide the grade it is in Soul.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
but
really
then it wouldn't be a common.
Have you been around for G-Era? Commons were cracked.
Did you imagine?
Fair.
TikTok worker was a common.
Fair.
Luad was like 90% commons. Man.
Okay, so one thing about this card I do think it does promote in Duel is early game rush. You can throw a shit ton of these down, early game rush your opponent, and then when you ride match, just draw shit ton cards back.
I just like the idea of like, anyway, activate Best Harvest, Procky Gene skill. Nice
Okay,
cycle.
I started blasting.
Nice cycle.
What are you talking best harvest, good sir? Gandiva. Gandiva's the better Eugene right now.
True.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to the Tuesday stream.
That's crazy.
And talk about the cards they revealed on the Tuesday stream. First off with a Keter from boost set 10, double rare, grade 1 8K, Replenishment Angel.
That doesn't look Sequana to me. That's not Sequana.
Anywho, auto rearguard. When this unit boosts a rearguard, if you have a grade 3 or greater stand Vanguard, counterblast one, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose up to 2 cards from among them, put them on the top of your deck in any order, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. In all honesty, this is primarily Hexorb support.
Riker runs it.
Just because Riker runs a card in the deck he does not need.
What's your fucking mouth around me? Don't be talking about my boy Youth Bike like that. The thing is, the cool thing this would do, I would think this card is really cool if what it did was do that effect not on boost, but like when your grade 3 Vanguard is placed. Because then you could stack your triggers no matter what. Which you could hedge your Tempest.
No. So that's only good.
Sure.
In Youth.
That's fine.
In every other deck, this needs to stay on board when you go back to your turn.
Sure. I don't think there's a top priority to remove in any deck. It has basically an upkeep cost because you have to CB1 every time you do it.
Yeah.
Like imagine if you gave your opponent a thing of just like, oh, that'd be cool. Imagine if it had like the on play skill, but it was like a mandatory CB1.
So there's a card. Okay, mandatory, but there is a card from Sad.
Basically, like when your grade 3 is placed, you do CB1, and when you do this,
There's a grade 1 from
cool.
set 6 that says on place, counterblast 1, look at top 3, stack them in any order you want. So that already exists. This is just a mid-bell if you've already done certain... Because with the new Hexorb grade 2, you can swing with it boosted by this. Use the grade 2's ability, look at the top card, put it to soul or leave it on top, and then use this skill, look at the top 2, put it on top or bottom. You can generically either do it that way or use this first, look at the top 2, stack them however you want, and then put it to soul and then leave whatever is left on
I'm
top.
just thinking like what decks can allow the CB?
Hexorb right now, because she's primarily Soul Blast.
Sure.
Could Minerva also use this?
Technically, yes. CB Minerva
pretty
is
CB
close.
reliant, and you
Yeah.
got like no good CC.
Yeah. You do have Angelica, but you really need then specific attack patterns.
Yeah. You think it's because you don't want to force it
Not
into, like,
Bastion.
you don't want to force it into like really predictable attack patterns because then it's like if it's like super map, then it's like kind of
Like you technically can use in your Youth. Like after your first Tempest turn, you really don't need CB that much.
Maybe the Pope again?
Not that much.
It depends if your opponent can break your board or not. If they can break your board, you're gonna need those Cabras like really badly. Because that's like Youthwork's main weakness. It's why it loses to things like Ava and Jet. Is like if it's like 1-1, you kind of get to win that. If they either flip triggers too much or if they break your board, then like you're so far behind. Because I have to like Youthwork skill, call something, Cabra, call something, and then it's like otherwise.
Like most Keter decks, like Fegir is decently CB heavy. PBO you can run this honestly if you manage CB, and MLB is the same way.
Or do this next to Phantom Blaster Dragon.
Yeah.
Top 2 called like Twin Drive.
Yeah, because you have to multi-tech on the rear guards.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Hell, you can even do it with you usually swing with
Just
PBO
first
and then
swing-
Blaster Dart.
Yeah, you swing rear guard first, then Vanguard, then rear guard.
Overall, I think it's primarily Hexorb support, but it's generic enough that if you can allow the CB, it's good in any deck because it holy shit allows you to stack your deck.
Hey, you're forgetting one. Oh, maybe the other card can work with this well.
Oh, Shage.
No, we're forgetting about an encounter ride line that's being revealed.
Ezel. I can see it. If he doesn't CB too much, this could be really good in
Yeah,
Ezel.
but this is the comment, the one that puts everything to soul, could also maybe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, moving on. You get the good.
Why do I get all these wacky artwork units? What is this?
States.
Cranium Burner. I mean, makes sense as seen as the artwork.
Speaking of Cranium, can we get Zinc back, please?
No.
Hush.
Unbanned.
Enough copium on your
have a
side.
fucking
No,
Messiah deck
enough.
fighting on this.
Enough copium from your side. Auto Regan Circle. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with the Julton's card name, this unit gets plus 2k power until the end of the battle, so 12k for some reason, okay. At the end of the battle, if you soul blast 4 or more cards at the same time for the cost of Vigor's ability this turn, cast retire this unit counter charge 1. I don't play the Jewel, but when this card got revealed, I saw a lot of people being very excited about the fact that there's a counter charge for the Jewel.
So there's 2 parts here. One, it's a counter charge, which means Master Jewel's a lot easier to play because he's a CB. It lets your Rockaguras be active in both decks, in Mask and non-Master Jewel. The whole the fact that it's a grade 2 is hurting it a little bit. It would have been perfect being a grade 1, but I can see why they made it a grade 2. And then the 2k power, I personally hate 2k power as a concept because you never get over a threshold.
So what's the point of the 2K?
In Drajul, though,
because
it
it's
makes
1k.
Dude, no. I swing with, let's say, 20 to your 1, right? They just need 20k shield exactly in the garden.
It's better even because it makes like calling.
An 8K booster
an 8k booster
20K.
is 20.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
So overall,
Wouldn't 21k be better?
No, because you're 1k.
No, you're 1.
Oh, you're 1 power. Yeah, so it doesn't make a difference.
if you put an 8k booster, it makes a difference.
No, it makes a difference. Going from 20 against 1 and 21 against 1.
No, but the thing is,
it
wants it, but there's no like 9k boosters ever. So sorry, there's no sorry. The 7k boosters don't really exist in me. So it's about making like the edge case because like you don't want it fucking over other decks.
I mean, you could
if other decks are like 21
play
like
the 15k booster.
Like, look at it this way. Look at it this way. On a Persona right turn, this thing is a 22k attacker on its own, which means if you put them to 1, they don't need to just throw down the front trigger. They need to throw down another 5k shield or something. Like, you're wasting more cards out of their hand just by gaining 2 more k.
Yeah.
But the thing is, not every deck runs front, so like even then, it's not the most reliable. A lot of decks are like tilting towards draws.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, fronts get good when you have an attack pattern that results in your Vanguard swinging when there are 2 standing rear guards. If it's any other attack pattern, you're usually better off going draws. It's the same reason like Minerva doesn't normally go fronts. Like Youthbug goes fronts because Youthbug always swings. Like Hexorb doesn't always anymore,
Depends
especially
on the variant, I think.
because now you'll do it, but now you have to like now when you hit triggers, you restance. So, like there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
But like the deck's kind of like Jet doesn't do it anymore.
Jet does it. I play fronts.
You do it
And
now?
I think it's better than draws. Because you already draw so many cards. So if you go late game, you go deck out. But in the early game, if you grade 2 game with your opponent, you have 50k shield, they have 5k shield. And if you hit a defensive front, your front row is untouchable. If they hit a defensive draw, that's 1 unit that I can still attack the rear guards. And if I get an offensive front, that's 3 units plus 10k.
Well, you're not giving me this card.
Deny it.
Yes, I am. I didn't know my phone.
So this is a triple rare from I want to say
Festival booster.
There you go. Causality Dragon, Crucial Dragon. This is a grade 3 triple rare for Dark States that says continuous. Oh, so this is a generic one. Every single one of the nations is getting one.
We
of
already
these.
saw the lyrical one.
Yeah. So you're getting a Guardian Rearguard cycle effect, which is if your opponent's drive check for damage or check reveals a trigger. This gets plus 10k power, plus 10k shield. So it's basically like a negate trigger effect.
So it's essentially everybody finally gets an obscadate generically, but it's behind triggers.
Yes.
We don't need to think about that. Don't think, feel. And then auto on Rearguard when this attacks a Vanguard while not boosted. So it's like a specifically not Amber clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's really weird.
So it's like that's the thing I don't like. It makes the numbers like really wonky. I don't like it.
It's the same as the V promos. They're kind of Ember clones, but also not really Ember clones.
They are Amber clones.
No, but because the one are counterblast and one are soul blasts. Ember clones specifically are counterblast.
Yeah. It was Glimmer Breath. It was on place if Vanguard's a surname, gain 2k, do something.
Counterblast
CB1
soul
SP, do something. Yeah. So the cost is put another Rearguard in the same column as this unit into soul, so that's why it's not boosting, and perform all of the following. Choose one of your opponent's Rearguards and retire it, and this gets plus 5k. And, this is my favorite skill. Remove an over trigger from drop, and your opponent cannot call grade 1 or greater cards from hand to Guardian Cycle until the end of that battle. So,
I love these cards for the fucking 10k shield, honestly.
I do like that one. That part's cool. My frustration, you guys heard me kind of go about this, is kind of like, I don't like as much as I appreciate like OTs are here to stay, like at this point, whatever. Like, I'm kind of frustrated that it feels like they keep like patchwork designing around the problem. And it's like when you look at like Japan's recent balance, they're like, oh guys, Spangled can like stack OT on like second stride, bro. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you probably won by that point anyway. Second of all, the problem isn't Spangled, it's the fucking over trigger. Like, okay. Yeah, this feels like the same. It's like it patches around by telling you going, oh, you no longer like feel like shit for opening OT. Because like you're always gonna put it back, like you're never keeping it in your opening hand. Unless you're like a Chad Zorga player and it's like your starter, like whatever. Like Sage, I guess. Sage's like a Giga Chad, he does it. But like I don't see a really reason to like enjoy it because like if you don't check it, right, then you have like a what?
You got an 18k attacker that can potentially be 28. That
Yeah, I guess. And like,
okay, so I really want to try to find space into Jewel for this card.
sure, okay.
Because look at it this way. Let's say my first swing with a restanding Rearguard, and this is the on column, results in them hitting a defensive trigger, right? Okay, cool. I gain 10k power on this. Jewel's gonna push you back to 1.
Yeah, like the thing is, that's the thing,
Right?
The thing is, no, I like everything about this except the fact that it's like, oh, run a card that shouldn't be in the game, and if you don't rip it to screw your opponent's day, but you just see it and you just have like a pseudo PG, then like here's like an extra benefit.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, I get why it's there, but like I don't like that.
Which in this case, the benefit is, you know, a guard restrict, which depending on how your game goes, drive checks, this could just finish
That's
games.
wild. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
Essentially to prevent this.
Oh my god.
Dragging this out for like an hour. I have a different opinion from Echo, but I will discuss it in on a different side of YouTube.
Okay, there we go.
But basically, I'm honestly the exact opposite on all points of what you guys are saying.
You don't like the 10k?
I like the 10k, but the thing is, I like it more if it was just generically there. Like there are cards like Obscudate, for example. It already has
No,
that.
but I like that.
But Oscar needs 3 orders.
Yeah, but you're already
Say,
always
no,
gonna have
I
to,
like it because of that. I
okay,
don't
but
like.
you're bad.
I don't like it being just a 23k beater. I like it just going. Okay, I'm still gonna take the same amount of shield out of your hand.
Design-wise for V, I think it's
D.
the D. I think it's fine.
With the singles format? Oh!
It's fine because currently we're getting like grade 2s that get plus 5k for something.
Yeah.
So the 50k. So this is directly power creep if it was just instantly 10k, since although it's a grade 3. But you get plus 10k without, and the shield. So it's nice that it counterbalance triggers, but let's not beat around the bush. If it just passively had that, it would be 10 times better.
I'll say it like this. I said this with the lyrical when we talked about it with Alex. You throw this down in Guardian Circle. I hate that it doesn't have Intercept, but that's beside the point. You throw this down in Guardian Circle, you make something that was 2 to pass a 1 to pass.
No.
Other way around. You make something that was... God fuck, I've messed it up the first time. So if something normally...
No, you just negate one of their triggers.
Yeah.
It's not go.
So instead of being 2 to pass, it's 1. It's instead of being 1 to pass, it's 2 to pass. There we go.
Well, that's no different to dropping a draw trigger down. Because the issue is if you call it down because they can't
But
intercept.
this isn't extra shield. This just negates the trigger one.
The issue is
That's it.
because it's not an intercept and it's a proactive neg 1 from hand. It's a do nothing if they don't check triggers. It's a discard 1 for no reason.
Well, in the fairness, in
It's
the
a
current
discard
meta...
1 just in case.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't feel good.
No.
Because if they see it, like if they see it didn't really matter, and if they don't see it, they're like,
well,
you
but
just
in-
discard
no,
one.
the But in cases-
the funny thing is, what you can do with this is just say, you know what? It's a.
You know what? I agree. No, you know where this is good?
You just-
No, you want the funny fucking... You know where this is good? Premium fucking Dantarian. Premium fucking Dantarian is Chad shit. This shit.
What you can do is, for example, let's say it's already a 1 to pass because they're like 10 to your 30, whatever.
Eric.
You can just slam this down. It's a 0 shield, and you just say, even if you hit a trigger, you're not breaking through.
If you play this in Dantarian and you
know.
put 4 in soul,
I know.
you just call them all out and be like, check a fucking trigger, I'll gain 40k shield, I fucking dare you. And it's not once but it just goes back to soul. You're like, fuck them, do it right now.
Fucking shit, man.
And that's the only funny thing you can do. If you already are like not touchable in some scenario, like you already get defensive, then you can just slam it down. It's a 0 shield, and you're basically telling you, even if you hit one
it's
trigger,
literally-
you do nothing.
No, because it's like, do you remember,
no.
do
Think
you remember
back-
Shoulder? Do you remember Shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that combo, except it doesn't go to soul.
Fair, but
if
think-
it said it goes to soul, afterwards it'll be so fucking degenerate.
Think back how many times you've done 2 to pass, right?
Every fucking day.
And you've technically wasted shield. Well, this is a 0 shield in sense, but you're not really wasting it.
Well, no, you do waste it because the thing is, if I call down 2 triggers, I'm only using them to guard. This is a beta. I'm discarding proactively to potentially do nothing.
Like the issue is, this is only good
Like,
if you
that's what I'm
already
saying. If
were
this-
not touched by the attack.
Yeah.
Because you negate that one trigger if they cannot put it to the trigger. That's it.
Yeah.
In every other
What this
situation-
negate? This doesn't negate a 2 to pass. This negates a trigger to hit.
Yeah.
This negates specifically trigger to hit. But by that point, you probably sacked fucking defensives anyway. So at that point, sure. But this is like you swing, like Obscurate swings first, you check 2 crit, check a
Oh
defensive.
shit, this helps early game.
Sure.
Man, this helps early game.
Well, how? It's a grade 3.
Trigger to hit. You can guard with grade 3, you could sir.
I mean,
Yeah, you can. Why wouldn't
you can, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good enough because the problem is you're both 10-10. You call this, they go to 20.
the trigger to hit the thing. The trigger to hit the
No,
thing.
if they
Yeah.
so they try and rush it, they swing once, you take the damage, defensive.
But only
swing.
that. Only,
Yeah.
only that situation.
I see potential. I like it for the
If it
power.
was-
The
if
shield
it-
is
if-
nice.
If it had intercept,
Oh yeah, fuck
10
yeah.
times better.
Let's move on. Whose turn is it? Mine? Cool.
No, Eric's.
No, his.
Oh,
you
shit.
had it.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Anyway, we got some rares for Stoicheia with a grade 1 8K champion of Oblivion. What?
Well, I'm Oblivion, so you get destroyed, you get nuked, you die.
Oh, there you go. Auto.
Right there, criminal scum.
Holy shit. Auto, when this unit is placed on rigor by your orders card's abilities. You may draw 2 cards. If you drew, choose 2 cards from your hand and discard.
Oh, that's ass.
Yeah,
Oh, that's just that's a cycle in Stoicheia, especially in Zorga type decks.
Yeah, but listen,
This is just cycle and build your drop.
You're wasting your order superior call. Why would you not just call a beater or a strong?
If you have too many orders in your hand and you just need a filter, I can see it.
Fair. I don't play Zorga.
It has potential to fix
Shout out
hands.
Slate. So with Slate out, he'd know
Like
what to do with this.
if this card would just be, if the condition was just being superior call from the drop zone, not specifically orders, I think this was useful.
To be fair,
Because it's
you
gonna be
basically
generic.
do exclusively call by orders. Because like,
No, Zorga has its own effect. You have the grade 2, like from set 1. You have a couple cards that can
yeah, but those,
superior
I don't think
call.
those. I don't think grade 2s just have one or there anymore.
I've seen some players still use it, or some builds that are
I
like
don't
very
think there's enough like
aggressive.
Zorga Masks built.
But
to
there are
like,
other
know
cards
for
that
sure,
superior
yeah.
call from drop zone these days.
It has potential is the point. I can see more play for this card than the card that says, hey, you call something, put a soul plus 5k.
Yes.
Anyway, here, you can have a cactus.
Oh, no. Bro, what are these artworks,
Oh,
man?
cactus.
Lively cactus, mind you. It's
he's a happy boy.
it's the I think the little auntie of Sun Mango. We have continuous rigor circle. If this unit's on the rigor circle with a dragon tree marker, okay, so it's bad.
Shout out to Hayo Pineapple.
This unit gets boost and can intercept from the back row. So it's essentially a 15k booster interceptor from the back row on the marker.
Oh,
so
can you proxy the Dragon Tree markers by like putting 10 euros on the table and just be like, just call it that?
maybe. Technically speaking, you're allowed to proxy those cards.
I don't think you are.
Yeah, yes, you are. They're like blank
They're
papers.
markers.
They're blank papers that you can fill in and make them as
Whoa.
markers. So technically speaking, everybody's wasting $10 on them or wasting money.
I'm just gonna buy one print Drachma and just call the token Drachma Balls.
Nice. Essentially, I'm not a fan of the Dragon Tree rearguard specific units. I don't think they're great. This is like fine.
This is made for mostly for Gift because most of your mass cards are never going to put a marker in the back row. So the only the only deck that's going to put a marker in the back row is Gift for Gira.
Yeah.
And having a 15k booster and then a 5k interceptor, honestly not bad.
It's fine, but it's not.
It's not amazing, but it's a good
And also,
card for the
let's
deck.
be honest, the Stoicheia is probably the weakest version of Griffin because the OT is pretty bad. Might as well just play Brandgate or Dragon Empire.
Anyway, moving on. We got some actually really cool support coming up. With some,
Why do you guys get the cool artwork and I get these shitty ones?
It's a rule of threes, man.
Hey man, stop playing fucking Jet. This
Bro,
is
don't come at me with your 5 deck set jets.
peace. Yeah, so this is a grade 2 from and this is Signature Bullet of Duststorm Baxter.
Backstep?
This needs to be translated as the flavor text.
Honestly, for a second, then my brain went Brexit.
Whoa! Brexit blast. Yeah, that's what the gun shoots.
Anyway, what does
This
it do?
continues on Rayguard cycle. During the battle, this unit is attacked by your opponent's unit other than in the same column as this unit. This unit cannot be hit.
Yeah, this is kind of spicy.
That's kind of cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of spicy.
Rayguard, auto on Rayguard. When your opponent's Rayguard in the same column as this unit is retired during your turn, choose one of your Vanguards, and that unit and this unit get plus 5k until the end of turn. That's cool. So it has resist from being hit as long as it's not hit by something. If it's hit by anything other than its column.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
even the Vanguard cannot attack into it.
And an Ops Cadet that's not in the same column can attack into it. Like the grade 2 Ops Cadet attacks everything in the front row.
Yeah, it
Cool.
still doesn't work. If
Yeah,
it's
that's
in the
cool
other
actually.
column.
That's cool. I
It's
like
actually
this.
kind of spicy.
And on top of that, anytime is it okay when your opponent's trigger is retired in the same column? It's not a once per turn.
Yeah.
Dude,
Just column wipe one.
Eugene or
new
Gandiva.
Gandiva.
You're just bumping this into your Vanguard by
Because
5k.
Gandiva's retire bind, right?
Yeah, it's retire, bind your card.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then if you play Best Harvest, draw a card.
I like this a lot actually.
It's honestly really good.
Another weird part, I can see this being run Overlord.
I can see it, yeah.
I think this card will see some showing.
Wait, yo, if you have this into like old Overlord, they can't like pop it.
Nope.
Because they can't guard it, but they can't pop it either.
Yeah, it's gonna attack into. It's also crazy.
It can't be hit.
No,
It can't. It can be attacked, but it can't be hit.
Fucking W. So yeah, it just doesn't hit.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. You know, it'd be really fucking funny. I know it doesn't work that way. Imagine if you could like intercept, and because technically the Guardian Circle is the same column as your Vanguard, it's a PG. We win on technicality, boy.
Fuck.
We out here. That's cool. I really like that.
Honestly, it's not a bad double
I
rare.
think it's a kind of nice one.
That's cool.
I can definitely see it, but dude, the fucking 5k power is gonna get annoying at
Imagine
fast.
if we could actually have more cards that look like this and like are designed this way instead of like herder when you counterblast 75.
Okay,
you
to be fair, the only time you're getting 5k power is when the same thing in the same column is it is retired.
Yeah, but you just call it when you have 2 units in a column.
just off the first effect, I think it's cool.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
second
yeah.
effect's cool, but like the first one's neat.
But basically, if you're gonna call from him, you're just gonna call into one of your opponents with double units, retire them both, plus MK, plus MK.
Dude, just call 2 of them and just go burr.
Doesn't is it Meteor Flare Dragon that disables continuous abilities?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
You're not wrong.
You can probably start if this ends up popping off. You can just start playing more Meteor Flares to like stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some.
Anyway, moving on to a card I actually did want to cover. We got a grade 3 normal order for Dragon Empire for technically Gendiva.
So
Then
basically,
everything
Eugene can
changed from
search.
the foundation attack.
Yeah. So basically, Eugene can search this.
Yes, it can. Scarlet Flame Bows of Demolition.
That's cool. Actually.
Pay this with Counterblast 1. Choose a column and retire all of your opponent's rear guards in that column.
Remember the card we just talked about?
But thing is, actually, how does Eugene retire work again? I have not looked at that card.
Register
Eugene's-
units, pop one.
Yeah.
Just pop one.
Yeah. Pop anything on the board.
Is it once per turn?
No.
Yes.
Yes. But then,
And it gains
but then-
10k off of it.
But then all your other riggers in Eugene can pop as well.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
Like the last Eugene build we did,
The
and
thing is, you have to choose things like this over things like Best Harvest.
no, you don't play this in Eugene. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But you can search it in Eugene.
Yeah.
okay.
So the last Eugene deck we built for the channel is meant to be around. I can restand my Eugene every time because it just retires the whole board.
Oh, yeah.
But what if we get Eugene Mask?
Oh, next to Greedo Masks.
Dude, I need all the gains.
Unironically, like people sitting on Eugene Best deck are like the longest copers in Vanguard, and I think that'll be really funny.
Honestly, I don't know if you saw, like we forced Orange to play it on stream, and she fucking murdered people.
I assure you, I did not watch it.
No, she murdered. She's Eugene Best deck confirmed.
You get some good shit.
Oh my god, I can't believe she's top 10 players in all of the 15 players still playing Dear Days. That's crazy.
Perfect tailoring. Crocker?
Yes.
It's either weirdos or children.
It's a great one from the festival collection again.
So this is support for the new archetypes because it has auto. It's a great one. It's a double rare. It's auto when the units placed in the regular circle cost.
It says it there.
Yeah, it also says it's there. Auto and regular circle cost. Don't always believe what's on the internet.
No, they wouldn't lie on the internet.
When the units placed in the regular circle cost counter +1. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with dress up ability from one gun revealed and put it in your hand or shuffle your deck. Essentially, it just searches a new version of the cards. I think right now with the only reveal that we have with what's her face.
Oh my god, why'd you have to say
Willista.
Thank you.
I don't think this is great enough because Willista already had a dedicated search that could search both.
Yeah.
Which is, in my opinion, a bit better.
It's
the
the gem
one.
The gems. Which is actually kind of cracked now with the new gems.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of good.
I have not been following
Oh,
it.
It's-
5 attacks.
It's actually,
Dude, bro, when
good.
lyrical reveals come on, I sleep.
No,
like,
this is
I sleep.
5 attacks, good numbers.
Yeah, you're gonna have
And a mechanic that can put the overtrigger back.
I should say my only concern for lyrical decks is Cananius being Highlander.
No,
Like that's my extent of like knowing lyrical cards. I'm like, oh, Yuka's good.
No, you need just too many specific cards for this new support. So
sure.
Highlander's not going to do anything with it. But this might become better depending on the other dress-up cards.
True, very
So
true.
this has future potential depending on the other cards. The only problem is, I think that once we get all the cards, this card's ability will cap out because I don't think we're going to get any future dress-up cards.
It's like the mask grade 2, the dragon trees. It's like find my piece to do the things.
Is dress up gonna be the lyrical version of Mass?
Yes.
No, dress
dress
up is just basically their continuous effect of this unit has the same name as the older version.
Dress up is Lyrical's overdress, boost dress, revolt dress. Dress up.
No, you don't do anything special. It's literally the only thing is that it's the Vanquisher continuous ability, but it has the keyword dress up.
Oh,
Exactly.
bro, be careful if they do another Excel
No,
cycling one.
it actually does say continuous during this fight. This has the same name as the OG card.
During this fight.
Yeah,
During this fight, which means you can play 8 of them total in the deck. You're not restricted to 4.
So any searcher for the original one or any card that interact with the original one interacts also with that
Yeah,
one.
because it's not counting the same name during deck building,
Yeah.
but the second the fight starts, it is.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a nice workaround because there's a card that does not work that way.
That is most of those cards.
No, just like the end, Break Rights, and Phantom Blasters.
Oh, the set 11, the new alternate artworks of within Vanguard is doing them.
Yeah, no,
Those you can't play multiples of.
Yeah.
Anyway, Echo, you get this one again.
It's a big one.
Who this?
Dragon.
Yo, that looks like you know what this looks like? This looks like God, what's the original stride for Kagero?
Yeah.
This looks Roof Flare Dragon.
Yeah.
No, because Defeat Flare was no.
G-Guard.
No, wasn't Moonja the first original?
Well, it's like the Root Flare, like the Column Popper.
Yeah. I think they came out at the same time. I think one was the rare, one was the
It's a triple rare from the main set, the Column Popper.
Yeah.
You saw in the opening shot of the G anime. I think that's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a grade 3 from Festival Collection, which is it's like the Dark States one from earlier. It's the Dragon Empire one.
I think this is the weakest of them all.
To live is to fight. Keep burning the blaze of your life. Bro, chill. Okay, bro, it's just Springfest.
What's his name?
Bro, chill. It's just Springfest. His name is Fighting Flame Dragon, Red Exard Dragon.
Dragon's
Dragon's back, baby. Continues on
We also
Rearguard.
got mirrors these days.
Yes, we do.
This is the Guardian Cycle and Rearguard Cycle. If your opponent's drive check for damage check reveals a trigger unit for this turn, this unit gets plus 10k power, plus 10k shield. Auto on Rearguard Cycle. When this attacks a Vanguard, cost kind of +1. Perform all of the following. Choose one of your opponent's Rearguards and retire it. If you did not retire, draw a card. And remove an over trigger from drop. And this unit gets plus 15k.
Yeah, this is the worst
This
roll of
is
them
the
all,
weakest
because
one,
it's just
honestly.
15k. Like, every other one of those binds over trigger effects, like a strong guard restrict.
Every other, we only have 3 right now. This and the other 2.
I think
This card literally fucking went, oh yeah, bro, you know, it feels kind of bad. I don't get to restart with triple drive, but like, I get 15k, right?
Aren't there like more revealed this?
No, these are the only ones.
At the very least, the other 2 have way better effects. Like a
Okay,
strong
so
guard restrict.
Lyrical's multi-attack
Yeah.
in any Lyrical deck.
Yeah.
And the other one's a
is-
guard restrict.
That can be very dangerous. This
Exactly.
is 15k. What's 15k gonna do, man?
Oh, make it a 28k attack
Yeah,
round.
okay,
so.
Bro, you could have restood with we could have restood with fucking Maha, but you got 15k.
Which other Dragon Empire deck that's competitive doesn't already do like 30?
No, just stop your sentence there. No.
Honestly, I can see this.
Mr. Dungaree is kind of cracked though.
I can see this
Mr.
potential.
Dungaree, the one in that set, the new ride line. You know the one.
There's no.
I mean, the one, maybe the set.
This is
before that.
Festival Booster.
The set before
Gandiva?
that. Yeah,
Oh,
Gandiva.
done.
Gandiva's kind of
Gandiva.
nutty.
Yeah, Gandiva, yes, because you get to retire, you get a 15k. That's getting also the plus 2 to the front row from Gandiva.
I was gonna be like, if there was a Dungaree ride line, I'd be fucking happy.
I mean, it's basically Dungaree the ride
No,
line.
Dungaree's
then-
cool though.
Yeah, but
And
it's-
then
it's-
Eugene. I can see
Gandiva
this
is-
in Eugene. It retires.
Yeah,
But
but
it's Eugene.
you have other cards that can retire.
But yeah, you do have other cards to retire, but how many other cards are actually good fucking numbers?
None of them. It's why the deck sucks.
Exactly, that's why this would be good in Eugene.
It still sucks.
It's still good in Eugene!
Is it the main phase retire?
It's on an attack.
Okay.
So you would swing with this first, get rid of something, but it would be a first big swing. That way your Vanguard swings twice with your Rearguard being last and getting all the triggers.
Kind of sus, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty sussy, bro.
Alright, fine, let me read the next card then.
Stay sussy. Stay sussy.
We
James.
are going into more double rare
yeah.
territory for grade ones from set 10 with a
I had so many question marks from you about this card.
No, no,
Hot Melt Monster Radio Bureau.
Virio.
Whatever. This thing is interesting because it has the word monster in it, which means you can technically pay it in arc rate if you want to. Because it has the ability auto rearguard when this unit boosts. Soul Blast 1 until the end of that battle.
When it has boost, a hard challenge for some.
At the end of that battle, if the sum of grades
Yeah,
of
it's-
set
what?
orders.
Oh, you were thinking
Yeah.
numbers. No.
Grades and set orders in your order zone is 3 or more. This unit gets 5k. If it's 5 or more, there we go. 5, another 5, 7. So if you get the full in condition, if the grades are 7 or more, it gets overall 15k. So it's a 23k
Let me
booster.
help you visualize this. You go Ava order grade 1, Ava order grade 2. Sorry, the grade 1.
It takes 4
Ava
orders.
grade 3. Right, you just do normal Ava turn. Turn 4, grade 3, put the one side upscale to hand,
You're there.
23k booster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, not
But
bad.
the Arcite order is a grade 2, right?
Arcite's the grade 1.
Oh, so that's not, yeah.
In Arcite, you're going to get at least 5k.
In fairness, there's been an argument because we've been testing around with trying to run.
Technically, sorry. Technically.
I will not forgive. I will not forgive you. I will not forget it.
Technically, in our card, this can also be a 23k booster.
Just run the grade 2.
Because you use her effect against plus 10.
Exactly.
No, just you can. Thing is, what we've been
Just
trying.
play the fucking bat already.
No, what we've been trying to do with Arcite actually is running the grade 2 Ava order because you can play her because she lets you draw, she lets you bind, and it doesn't need to be Ava to be played. It's a grade 2.
Yeah.
So you can go 1/1/1, and then on your Persona right turn, play the Brangade card that's CB1. You can play 2 orders, go 2/2, like draw 2, bind 2, 7.
You're at 6.
I can see that.
You just go 1/1/1, 2/2. And
I can see that.
Free 2/2. Yeah, okay, free 2/2.
Overall, it's not a bad card. I can definitely see its play. It just needs to find its space.
yeah.
I think this is the last one. Look at that. Perfect.
And again, we got this. Why are these artworks with me, man?
Look, man. All right.
Guidance monster.
Oh, it's a monster too? Holy shit.
Trafficon. So we have this monster co-ink fella looking thing. Great. Common 8k grade 1. Auto Rigger Circle, when this unit boosts cost, discard a card from your hand. Choose one of your fingers, and this unit gets plus 2k power until the end battle for every
this is a great 10.
2 of that unit's great. Essentially, again, a bad.
When this unit boosts,
Gilas.
ditch plus 2k for every 2 of the Vanguard's grade, which means
So-
if in a grade 10 deck, it's plus 10 to the Vanguard.
For a discard. which
For a
is really
discard.
bad.
Fucking awful.
Every nation got one version
Yeah.
of this.
What
And they're
rarity
all-
are they?
And they're all bad.
Commons.
Oh well,
commons.
awful.
So yeah, you're not playing this.
Garbage,
Even
yo.
in
Arcade.
Granfia.
Or Arcade since it's a monster.
Why?
Philip, in
Not
in memory of you going to Springfest Milan, it's got a badge, yo.
So yeah, this is we've seen this before, and there's a reason why we never seen them beyond the reveals.
I do like that we're getting more monsters. I wish there were better monsters though. Anyway, that's been it for the leaks. We're gonna go straight into the news section. But before that, if you're interested in any cards that we just mentioned, go check out Triple Sleeve TCG. They got great deals on cases, clan splits, and even singles. So go check them out. There's got a link in the description. All right.
Just
So
don't get this monster card; it's not worth it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
anyway, we only got a little bit of news to talk about. One thing to mention there. that.
Okay, so this is a ride line I'm actually kind of excited about. Like Jet is number 1, all the other ones are fine, but this is kind of cool.
For legal reasons, seek professional help.
This is kind of cool, bro. Go, pog over Ezor or something. Like this is real deal.
I will. No, and you know the
I'm
funny
gonna keep it PG because I wanted to say something else, but I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I'm not.
the
This,
funny thing
this is
about-
not YouTube friendly.
The funny thing about Ezel is like, have you seen his eye? He looks like he's like popping his head in really low. His head looks like a really low down. It's just like, what are you doing? I don't know.
Isn't that the same with this one? Look at the shoulder blades in his head.
I don't know, man. This, damn, I'll let this man attack my entire front row any day.
Oh yeah, perfect predictions. What he's gonna do?
Battle the entire front row.
I want it to be.
If Vermilion doesn't battle the entire front, what the fuck is
No.
Vermilion doing?
I want it to be. It's probably going to be a front row attacker, but I think it should be a free front row attacker.
You know what? I think it should generate Excel markers.
Because the thing
That's
is,
what I think.
because the thing is, if it's not free, then why is the card, the main boss unit's his whole gimmick is around front row attacking, being worse than Eva's rearguard?
I want it to be like Ernst correct.
Because
I wanted to choose 3 units and attack
you
them.
can also the back row. I think that could
Exactly.
be a nice upgrade. So you can also attack the back row, and if it's similar to like the V version, it binds those cards. So
The V version is bad.
yeah, because it came too late.
Dude,
and,
I'll be honest, unironically, to this day, one of my favorite ever tweets was Ben's reaction to this coming out in V.
the double rare version.
No, because he was playing the blood.
But it was
you know how-
counterblast free.
No,
It was counterblast free.
No, because what the blood did in V was you'd soul blast a Kaiser, you'd gain 1 more drive check, and after he does yourself 1 damage. And Ben's tweet was something along the lines of like, "Oh, I really like Vermilion because it's really flavorful. Because playing the decks makes me want to kill myself, and the mechanic of the deck facilitates that."
But then the promo came out, and the promo negated that downside.
No, it's so terrible. It's soul blast 1.
I mean, the promo, the third version.
Yeah, it's awful. Kaiser.
mean,
Crimson, yeah.
it's kind of-
No, it's when you damage check him, soul blast 1, put him to drop instead.
Yeah, so it's
So you
negated.
mitigated damage. How much soul do you think you build in that deck? All your crimsons you soul blasted. Because
Yeah.
the funniest meme ever was this Japanese list. Because what you kept doing is you kept legioning and riding over it, legioning again, riding. So you had like all these like Kaisers in soul. This guy goes, anyway, soul blast 8, swing Vanguard, and he just goes like crit, 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 draw, crit, OT, crit, 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 and then decks himself out.
Nice. Very nice.
That man went through 15 drive checks.
overall, the hype for Vermilion is real, and I can't wait to see actually what they do with Ezel, with him.
God is really nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's
Yeah,
actually
so nice.
beautiful. As per usual, him as well as some other cards from set 10 are getting mats and sleeves as well.
Get cocked, asshole.
Hey, maybe he's getting two. But yeah, the mask units are getting
Fucking man. Keep my
Sleeves
boy's name out your fucking
and
mouth.
mats.
Unironically, I'm building these three. I'm building Zorgo masks.
Hell yeah. It's a good deck. Out of all the mask decks, I actually got asked today.
Leonel's my hype.
All of them, I got asked today. Zorga, I think, is the best. Honestly, followed by Drajul, then Biko, and then Leonor.
I think Leonel's like pretty fucking good, man.
It is. It's just.
My issue is when I was playtesting Lisk, I was playtesting Alex's one, and I was testing some other.
Alex's need work. I'll be honest.
No, I think the whole people trying to reach 6 attacks is like fucking cope. I don't like that build at all. It's so bad.
Yeah, we didn't even try it.
Because people tried that, and I'm like, that's cope. If you try the 5 attack, I think can be really, really good.
Just get consistent good 5 attacks instead of an inconsistent 6 attacks.
So what I
5, yeah.
It's
really good.
It's consistent. The one thing I found problem with it, even on a percent rate, unless you got good rearguards, it's swinging 20, Vanguard, big number, and then if you don't hit any good triggers because you only have twin drive,
I think a lot of
also
people,
the small numbers.
I think a lot of people are like trying a bit too hard on things like inlet pulses.
Yeah.
But inlet pulses are cool, but like even though you don't want to be running it, things like Creed Assault can work.
Yeah.
Because at that point you're like, anyway, 30, 40.
Exactly.
Like, it's just when you start pushing, I think going for like the double inlet only really works if you're going like first or like second and you can like afford to be greedy.
Yeah.
Then like sure.
I just think it's missing that extra oomph, because if you're not a persona running, you're really not doing anything.
Sure, sure.
Unica, or Biko technically, is the most consistent mass deck out of all of them. Like
I don't like
Zorg,
the way it plays though. I don't like the way it
I
plays.
fucking love how the way it plays. The Jewel needs work and Zorga just goes.
I think my biggest thing with Unica is I know it's just like something about the deck, just like, you know, when you something like really puts you off and like you can't put your finger on it. I'm like, I like what the deck does. I like how it plays, but I just don't like it.
Oh, you don't like the art? Got it.
That too, yeah. No, I don't. It's not so much the art; it's the people playing it.
Oh, come on! All right, so it's you and me again.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't play that deck.
No, I mean just the V-Town.
Philip's like, anyway, so we're playing V.
Anyway, so moving on. Last bit of news to kind of start triggering stuff. We already said Zorga's amazing. We got an announcement that we are getting the English ban list.
Of an announcement.
Oh, I love that.
That April 7 is the English ban list. As per usual, in 2 sentences. Predictions.
I'm ready to be disappointed.
All right, cool.
Am I lying?
No.
Am I lying?
No, but still.
I can't wait for them to hit
2
a deck that was never
sentences?
2 sentences, because we can go on. We can make a whole different episode about this.
Okay, let me think about this.
I'll give you mine.
Do you remember when Spangle did something? Neither do I.
That's 2 sentences.
I think it's going to be very similar, if not identical, to the Japanese one in standard. A little bit different for V,
Yeah,
and decent amount different in Pre.
The standard list was fine, it's whatever. The interesting thing is actually, so you know how when we saw the Japanese list, we were like, oh, so like Brainwash Swirl is going to get cut, right? Yeah, turns out that's not what's happening, because what Japan realized is like, damn, Gigi's cool, but like, what if I can still keep Swirler and just like Gungan Ram more? And that's just been the choice, like every deck since then. The majority of decks have been like, yeah, nah, fuck Gigi. Anyway, Soul Blaster redraw one. And the funny thing, your way, if that's the build you go for, couldn't you start using that 15k booster in Jet? The one that Soul Blast, if you Soul Blast.
Oh, technically, I know you don't have set orders. You don't have.
Do you need set orders?
Wait, with 15k booster? Oh, yeah, the 15k booster. Yeah. You could.
Hypothetically. I think Jet with an extra 15k is nice.
No, you don't have the room for that because you need to make room for other cards. So that means your consistency of Gungaram going off every single turn goes down by a significant amount of money.
Sure.
In 2 sentences, very simple. If Bruce actually playtest their games, we would get a different list.
Oh, base Derek take.
That was one.
No, that's 2 sentences.
No, that was one with a comma.
No, there was a.
That was a comma.
Oh.
Right?
No.
I heard a comma.
What, you heard it?
If Bushiroad did this, comma, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Sure. Okay, so
That's how sentences work.
So I have one more sentences.
Yeah. Sentence. Wow, that wasn't a sentence.
Yeah, sure.
Feel very discriminating against people who are not English first language.
Yeah. Huh?
Anywho.
Are you discriminating against 50% Africans?
What the fuck?
Eric's Egyptian.
Oh, fair.
It's his only claim to fame.
Are you guys discriminating against the Slavic?
Yes.
Yes. Philip, what is my last name? Say my name, Philip. What is my name?
We'll see.
Okay, so my second.
My people are oppressed.
Oh, God.
So my second sentence is the ever hit is shit.
The what?
The ever hit is shit.
It hits an early game.
No, it literally hits something that gets replaced by a
next
better thing.
Oh, fair. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, because thing is, like Combine Russia does just get cut next set. Because like I was playing it with my girlfriend, and I gave her the restriction, and she goes, "Wait, does it hurt Ava?" I'm like, "Not at all." I'm like, "Yeah, for like 2 weeks." Like, sure.
Yeah.
Like,
So we'll see what happens April 7th. But other than that, that has it for everything.
That's it? We haven't hit the 2-hour mark.
Probably. We probably hit the hour
Should we
break,
get
which I don't
TIE
know
Fighter
how
on
we
this?
did this.
Can we get TIE Fighter on this?
Just quick recap of how BSF Germany went.
What, Team League?
Singles for him, team for us.
That was very cool. I loved it. So much fun. I love having to team kill people.
Okay, I think we're gonna stop there. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
think he
much fun.
said.
It's very much fun.
I think he said his piece.
Yeah.
We got top 8. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We got steamrolled in top 8.
I mean, technically, I got top 8, but
Copium.
I'm 7th. I got the logs, but like that's.
Overall, I think today was a really cool experience. I think we saw a lot of meta decks.
Bro, I've saw like 80% the most miserable mirrors
What do you mean we
of
saw
my
meta
life.
decks? You saw what you played, right?
Besides,
Man's like a slaver in every game. That's fucking
besides the top 8 match, I think I've seen like in 6 rounds about I want to say 4 or 5 grade 3 turns. Mind you, I played about 50 turns the entire tournament,
This man
and 5 were grade 3 turns.
This man faced 5 mirror matches against
It's
Jet.
miserable. They need to change. Okay, no.
Wait,
That's,
fuck you mean
that's
miserable?
not-
You
no,
wanted this.
No,
This is you.
No.
This is you.
This is my
I can't believe I did this.
fucking thing for the ban list. Change the ruling that strides. You can stay 1 turn on grade 2. If they did not write another grade 2, you can stride. Fuck
Sea
a grade
breeze.
2. No. Different sea breeze.
So you joke. So
Make sea breeze
I'll bring it up because it was cool.
instead
No. I'll bring it because it was a cool ruling we realized. Because like Busher needs to change it. I'm sure they will. But it's like the funny thing is, technically speaking, as of last week, I'm not sure if it's been updated. You know how like the crest lets you stride? I told you guys about it before. I didn't tell them. So the crest lets you stride, right? Yeah. So Japan had to add an extra ruling because they didn't realize that, technically speaking, the crest says you can stride, but nothing in the rules says you cannot stride in the absence of a crest. Meaning, as of right now, you can legally stride in any Dark States deck. It's just that the crest says you can do it. You won't gain the power for every 5k, but nothing in the standard rules says you cannot stride in the absence of a crest. Japan had to add that ruling.
And English has not yet had a
But at the same
So
time,
so technically you could do it. The head judge will probably DQ you. They'll probably be right, but you can technically appeal. There is nothing in the rules that, strictly speaking, prohibits you from doing so.
There we go.
So you can go Jet. You can go Bruce. Final Rush. Anyway, Stride Fade Rider.
nice.
And then all of your Final Rush skills are active.
Basically, they need to change only for standard the stride
just have
rules.
that-
In the fact that if your opponent did not rewrite the grade 2, go to grade 3, you're allowed to stride.
fuck that.
No,
That's
because
What did I say
because
against you when we recorded?
one grade 2 gaming is fine, but the fact that the Jet Mirror is literally just
No,
8
that's
turns of grade 2 is it's not good for the game.
No, because
it's not good. You
that's
cannot
broke.
convince me.
I will, because
You
the person
cannot
going
convince-
first is fucking cracked then.
No,
Yes.
No, listen. If you did been on grade 2 and you did not rewrite a grade 2, so because grade 2 gaming in G worked because it got punished by the fact that you didn't
No,
always
that's
get a
way
grade
too good
2,
for the first player.
and you
That's
need.
way too good for the going
How
first
is it
player.
good for the going
Because
first?
you cannot Soul Blast 1 to draw grade 3 from your deck.
You can.
Is no one written upon by grade 3?
I mean, yes, but then they are denying it. The going first needs to make a choice. Do I lose the draw, or am I going to grade 2 gaming? That's the going first player needs to make that choice. By denying my opponent's value, I need to also make a sacrifice. Now it's basically because the right deck exists, I just stay on grade 2, I don't lose out on value, I don't have a minus for this, there's no value to be had. It's literally a trigger game at that point. That's what the mirror
No, it's
match...
not trigger. It becomes a matter of who could push more with their starting hand.
Yeah, but it's like who opened more grade 2s and grade 1s. It's literally Vanguard 0. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. It's literally Vanguard 0 physically, and it sucks ass. I'm not gonna. If the meta is all Jet,
but your argument is that, but the issue with Jet is that the second it goes to grade 4, it again becomes fucking explosive. So you have to have like a pretty weak, like,
yeah, but it gets to the point that there's no late game. Like
fine.
every mirror, except for the top 8, because the player's like, okay, we're gonna do a stride
That's fine,
game.
bring it
That
up
was
back.
amazing. That was
Bring it up
amazing.
back.
But every other thing was like,
Just play
okay,
something
the
else.
moment the person right to grade 3, the game is over.
Just play something else.
No, it's literally, they need to fix that.
play
But it's
something
not that.
Just play something else.
No.
Anyway, that's been BSF.
Hopefully it's
Overall,
Steam
it's
League
pretty
tomorrow.
good. But Jet mirror matches are miserable.
Look, I wanted to
Support
po-
V better. Singles events are fucking cringe.
I wanted to point out all the things we faced today and every deck I've seen by looking left and right a little bit. I've only seen Jet, Eva, Minerva, Youth, and an Overlord.
You're gonna tell them what you did to the fucking
yeah,
best
but-
Genesis player in the world today.
What do you mean? You're forgetting one. Your freaking teammates deck.
Oh, and PBO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised Philip didn't tell them that he fucking managed to kill the best Genesis and OTT player in the world on turn 2.
He didn't get I killed him on turn 3. He
Oh.
didn't get to grade 3.
Yeah, I just had Mo come to me and be like, yeah, I just lost to Philip. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I died on grade 2.
I mean, the guy is that good. That's why I chose him as a teammate.
Look. I'll admit, he is the best Genesis and Minerva and stuff like that player.
But I tell you what, he can't flip OTs like me.
I didn't flip OT.
He can flip yellow cards like me.
Dude,
He's not in yellow card back.
I've gathered this confidence as of late from the previous BSFs, BCS, and all that. I'm actually a good player.
Yeah,
So I'll take that. I will challenge all of them.
sure. That's good. Good for you.
There we go.
Now play a
Now you need
singles
to get a
event.
positive win rate against me.
You're
Now
not
play a
wrong.
singles, now play a singles event like a real man.
I did. And I got second.
Whoa.
Anyway, with that ego boost out of the way, we're going to end this episode here. Thank you, everybody, so much.
He needs more boosting when he's already like 6'5".
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching episode 167 of V-Time
I just-
with these two fools. I don't know why I brought them
I
on.
just realized we missed a very golden opportunity by starting this video by introducing you as Top Deck Hero, Philip. Me as
The gear kit player.
as the featuring Gear Chronicle player
Yeah.
at Top Deck Heroes.
Hi, I'm the
and
other guy.
the other guy.
I'm the other guy. Hi.
Anyway, with all that being said, if you like the video, please like, share it with your friends. Comment down below what you think of the ban list, the tournaments, the reveals,
Like
anything.
and share it. Comment down below. Leave a DSR for Philip to sign in your next BCS. It hurts him inside. Trust. He
Pretty
cries a little
much.
bit.
If you like what we do here, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell to get notified. Maybe even become a member for some extra perks. And follow us on all the socials because I'm not going to list those anymore. With all that being said, I've been Philip.
I've been the featured Gear Chronicle player.
I'm the other guy.
And we'll see you in the next one after I take an aspirin.
It works still in
Also,
Germany.
point him to me. I'll tell him off because fight. You're Jewish. Oh, bet I'm ethno-Jewish. I'm Jewish by birthright. Fight me.
Yes, I got all that.
Oh, cringe.